Hey guys. So it is what I call a high pain day today, which means I don't feel good. I'm sure you can probably hear it in my voice. My voice is off because my sinuses are just really bad and I have a migraine like nobody's business today and I look awful. But I thought it might be helpful for you guys if I film what a school day looks like on a day where I feel like this, and basically how I get school done. So I do this thing called couch schooling, and today's gonna be one of those days. So basically that means I really won't be in here teaching. I will be on the couch and my kids are gonna be working more independently today. And I'm gonna show you basically what that looks like. So if you have a sick day, this might be helpful for you to look at and say, okay, these are some things that I can do to still get school done, especially if your kids are older like mine. We've been doing this for years and I've just kind of modified it as the kids got older. Okay, so I'm gonna get my planner, I'm gonna take my coffee, and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna try to relax my brain before I have to think too hard. Making coffee is a huge part of my sick day routine. I always need something extra and the caffeine usually helps me feel just a little bit better, so I always have a pot of hot coffee going. I always make sure that I never skip breakfast as well, so I usually have to get something healthy to eat pretty early in the morning, even though I typically like to eat later. All right, so I'm grabbing all of my books, my teacher books, the books that we read together, and the books that I know that I'm gonna have to grade assignments and things for, and I'm just gonna stack them on the couch for myself so I don't have to keep running back and forth between each room because I don't really feel like getting up this morning. So I'm just gonna stack all of the books that I need together so I have them. Okay guys, so I went to the schoolroom and I got my planner and a stack of the teacher books that I know that I'm gonna need, and I basically just have them on the couch with me. And I've got like a pen and everything over here too, and this way I can kind of keep track of what they're doing, but I can do it all from here. Like I don't have to like hover over my kids. Now that was something that I've basically been teaching them for years, is basically how to school without me. So I teach them how to do independent study 4 days like this. So I'm not micromanaging, and even on regular school days, I'm not micromanaging them. I'm just kind of letting them go naturally throughout their day. And they usually have something either on the board or, especially in these generations books, they have like the schedule all written out. They know what they're supposed to do. They just open these books and they see, you know, the date and or whatever week they're on, and they just do the next thing in the book. And then I can just kind of follow along with them. Now, you'll see me kind of go through that process and kind of keep track in here what we're doing. So I did this lesson plan yesterday for both of the kids. It took me about 20 minutes, and I have a video on my channel about lesson planning if you want to check that out too. And I do apologize for the lighting in this video. It is very dark. I know it's because of the rain in the front that moved in. So while I have as much natural light as possible, I also can't have the big lights on because they hurt my head and my eyes even more. So I have to be very careful about that. So I do apologize for that, but it's because I can't handle it. I physically cannot handle having more light in the room. So, sorry. So right now I'm just waiting for both of my kids to get up and get dressed and get ready for school. Other than that, I'm just going to basically sit here, enjoy my coffee, and try to kind of close my eyes and relax until I have to do a lot of the schooling type of things. All right, so first up this morning, I have a couple of papers that I have to grade for my oldest, who did some IEW work last Friday. So I'm going to go over these, and I have his IEW checklist, so I'm going to just make sure that these are all in order, and then he will probably type them up this afternoon. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this done for him. So basically what you're gonna see is my kids going back and forth from the schoolroom to me. So I'm gonna stay here on the couch. They're gonna do their schoolwork in the schoolroom, and then we kind of talk about it before and after. So I help them get their assignment and understand what they're supposed to do, and then afterwards we go over everything together. So now after I finish grading, we go over it together. I make notes along the lines and in the margins so he can see anything that I have, something that he needs to do or something that he needs to correct. It'll be all there for him. Now we're moving on to Fix-It Grammar. This is typically his first subject of the day, so now I'm just grading his sentence that he did for the day. So now he's rewriting his sentence for Fix-It Grammar in the schoolroom. So they do a lot of their work in the schoolroom. My youngest is working on math, which is teaching textbooks out here in the living room, while my oldest and I are working together. Now my youngest is finished with the computer, so he's moving on to his book subjects like Apologia Science. We went over the assignment together, and now he's doing it in the schoolroom. So my oldest and him switch off on the computer, so now my oldest is on the computer doing IEW. This is the book that we're doing for teaching the classics. We're doing the bronze bow, so he's reading another chapter. Doing more grading on the couch, and now I am going over my youngest, who is in middle school, his generation's history curriculum. So now I'm basically done for the day, and I can just hang out here. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and happy homeschooling.